Joy Matara, Joy Bhairava, Joy Kamakhya. So I'm coming online after a few days, specifically to bring sadhana that can be helpful to a lot of people, because many times I keep getting emails and comments asking for a specific practice or sadhana that can help in bringing some amount of prosperity, whether financial and otherwise. So there are many upasanas of deities which can help a person in their finances and overall prosperity within certain limits of your horoscope. So that has to be understood. There is no deity ever who is going to give you something that is completely out of bounds of the horoscope of the individual. But within a certain limits, broad limits of karma that is set by your destiny, a devata can help to maximize and bring about the best potential that you are allowed to have in that specific area of life, with respect to finances, money, prosperity, general well-being. Okay. Even though there are many sadhanas, my focus will be, as it has been, on specific deities, on finding those aspects of sadhana which are doable by anybody, plus it relates to the devatas that me and the people connected to me worship. So that will always be the key aim. It helps also in developing greater faith on the deities that you are worshipping. So ideally it should be that if you're worshipping 2 or 3 devatas in the Vishesh sadhanas that we get conducted in the Telegram group and otherwise, so you try and take help from those deities as primary, if at all possible, because it helps to develop a certain degree of closeness with the deity. So keeping that in mind, I have a specific sadhana which is very helpful, and I have seen it work well for a lot of people, which relates to Matara. Matara is one of those forms for simpler understanding. Within her, you have the powers of Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. All the 3 powers are inside her. So she can choose to manifest any of these forces as per her will and her blessings. So for somebody who is suffering from, who needs financial prosperity and some degree of stability, especially with respect to material resources, may try doing this sadhana. So this is a simple and sattvic sadhana, because Matara normal method of worship is through Vamachara. That is the traditional method by which she has been worshipped for centuries and centuries. That is the primary method. But what sadhana that I am going to give now is more or less related to things that can be done in a sattvic manner, not Vamachara, a bit of Dakshinachara, so that it's easier for more people to do. Because Vamachara requires certain degree of mentorship, close, guidance. So one of the things to do is on a Thursday, like today is a Thursday, maybe somebody can start from next Thursday. You might keep a photo of Matara, or at least the photo of her feet that is worshipped in Tarapit, because that itself is extremely powerful. So keep a photo of that, light one diya in front of it. It could be of ghee or it could be of oil, it's up to you, there's no compulsion. Some agarbatti, and offer 5 kinds of, or 5 flowers, any 5 flowers. It could be, best is if you can offer red flowers, which is we call joba, or the hibiscus flowers. If not, then any flowers, but 5 of them to be offered to her. If 5 flowers are not available, then offer 5 kinds of fruits, any fruit. Okay, 5 fruits, not necessarily 5 has to be different, but even the same type of fruit is okay, but 5 things need to be offered to her, and this could be flowers, or this could be fruits, or if nothing else, you can offer 5 sweets to her. Okay, 5 in quantity it should be. The next thing is that you fast for the day till sunset. Fast only after sunset you can have food. And it's good if you're offering bhog. If you're offering 5 flowers, then along with it offer some naivedyam also. It could be anything, any sweets or any simple food that has been prepared. And then the mantram that has been given once in my YouTube channel when we were making the offerings to Ma Tara in the month of December, which was actually splendidly done. It was entirely her blessings that the offerings were accepted, and we could see the spiritual impact of it very quickly. That mantra has to be chanted 16 malas, 16 malas of that mantra to be chanted. It can be done using a Rudraksha mala, it can be done using a Sphatik mala, or it can be done using a mala of red hakik or Rakta Chandan. But even Rudraksha is fine, no problem with that, simple Rudraksha mala. So either of these three options, that mantra has to be done 16 malas. Along with it, you will have a diya, you will have agarbatti, you will have 5 offerings to Ma Tara, and also there should be some bhog or naivedyam that should be offered. Fast during the day, eat food after sunset. Now this process needs to be carried on for 16 Thursdays. It starts on a Thursday and it goes on for 16 Thursdays. So when this kind of a sadhana is conducted for 16 Thursdays, and at the end of those Thursdays, 16 Thursdays are over, you can actually get a puja done for yourself in Tarapit. Either visit the temple yourself, or these days there are online apps through which pujas can be done. You can put a small puja in your name in Tarapit to be done. If it is done the 16 Thursdays, it will kind of rearrange your financial karmas, prosperity and things like that in a way that is eventually very conducive for you. But the results will start more or less for, so different people doing this will face some different nimittas and results depending on their karmas. More or less, however, once it is done, once the 16 is completed, then you will see that there is a definite slightly better condition than what you might have started, or if there is some issues going on, those might get interesting resolution. There could be a way forward to areas where you feel stuck, be it work or be it finances, be it business, be it anything else. But remember that once you start it, you have to complete till the 16, and in between there will be many other things in life that will anyway carry on. That is normal life. So do not be having a unrealistic expectation that just because you start immediately everything is going to magically fall in place. There is no magic in the world. There are only karmas, and the deity, if she is kind to you, she can rearrange your karmas. In rearranging that, there will be sometimes an upsurge of some negative experience that you were supposed to have maybe 5-10 years later, but instead of prolonging it for a long time, the deity may choose to make you pass through it in a very quick span, say 5-10 days, 15 days, 20 days or a month, and then finish it off, so that you are free to experience the better karmas. That is how this world works. That's how sadhana works, always and forever. Do not have unrealistic expectations. However, if somebody is able to complete the 16 Thursdays, this sadhana, so repeating once again, 5 offerings to be made. It could be 5 flowers or 5 different types of food. If you are giving 5 flowers, along with additionally there is naivedyam to be offered to her, and using either a Rudraksha mala or a Sphatik mala or a Rakta Chandan or a red hakik mala, you have to chant 16 malas of that mantram that was given during the month of December related to Ma Tara. This is not the typical or the traditional Tara mantra, Panchakshari Vija mantras of Ma Tara, Ugra Tara and others. This is a mantra that comes from a kavacham of Tara, and it's quite potent, useful, and when done with devotion, it can also bring a lot of blessings, as I have seen and as I have observed after testing it with different people who I felt might need that. So follow this practice, do this sadhana. If you want to enhance the experience further in this, just as a thought comes in, I'm mentioning to you, it's not compulsory, but it can only help to enhance the experience. So every Thursday, if possible, offer a lotus. Along with the 5 offerings, along with everything else, lotus offering is not compulsory, it's only optional. If you get it, then offer it. 1 lotus to Matara, all of them. Imagine that whatever you're offering is going to her feet, in which is worshipped in Tarapit, or her photo if you have one at home, and 16 malas with concentration, with devotion, and with a prayer that she help you out through whatever circumstances that you are passing through at the moment. So I hope this is helpful to people. I hope there are people who have been asking me for something with respect to finances, with respect to overall well-being and prosperity. So maybe you can try this sadhana. But not just finances. This sadhana is so powerful that if you are having any kind of difficulty in life where you are stuck, okay, you don't know where to go, some kind of problem that is there's no easy solution to it, even then following this will cause a lot of changes and benefits to the upasaka. There will be, if it's a very long-standing problem, something that has been going on for a significant period of time, and you don't know what to do, then doing this mantra and this upasana of Ma in this format will help you definitely. She is one of the most potent Mahavidyas in terms of helping an upasaka when people are devoted to her. She can pull you out of any problem, but provided that the amount of sadhana being done is sufficient. Because if the problem is very huge, very powerful, but your sadhana is very small, then obviously it will not work. It has to be proportionate to the problem that you're facing, along with the absolute surrenderance to her and a prayer to her that may she bestow her grace and pull you out of whatever it is that you're stuck in. So with that, I'll conclude this video, and I'll see you again in a few days. Jai Matara, Jai Bhairava, Jai Kamakhya.